Hello and welcome to my brand new YouTube station. I will be explaining a little bit right now as to what I do. My goal is to help others see the beauty of being on the planet. I do it through what I call spiritual art drawings. I sit in meditation. I ask to be shown images, symbols, that kind of stuff. That tend to build or expand. Sometimes Spirit shows me a little section first so that I don't get overwhelmed. Some of the images they show me can be very intricate and detailed, and despite having gone to art school and getting an art degree, sometimes they're beyond my skill set. So I ask to see things in small sections, and I try to interpret the images that I'm receiving from Spirit. And I sit in intention, in meditation, either for a person this time, or these videos will be for a general read for the different astrological signs. I really don't know much about that topic at all, other than we each have a sign, you know, and we kind of fit in it, and it describes our personalities and stuff according to things. But that's not what these videos are for. Anyway, each picture is very different. These are just two examples that I have here today. This one I actually, majority of the time I'm drawing in colored pencils, and these, for instance, are watercolor pencils. This one I did not paint, and this one I did go in and add the water and make it more of a paint substance. So stay tuned for your section. This is just an intro into each, same intro for each of the different astrological signs. They may not always fit with you, but that is my intention, that you are able to pull a saying or a sentence or something from it as a lesson for you, or a healing or help or something. Hello, Capricorn. This is a message for September 2020. I hope that you find that it sits with you well. I sometimes have information that is for healing. It's not necessarily specific, but let's see what this image means. We have a lot of symbols here. I feel that it's a very positive picture. I feel that you are looking into your future, represented here, that you're looking at different levels of the future. It's always good to stay in the present. However, it's always good to look ahead so that you can make plans, and whether you're searching for new education or higher realms of information to help you get to that future spot. That's what I see going on here with this image for Capricorn. Now I say it's a reading for September. That doesn't mean necessarily that it starts in September. It's just kind of the energy that I'm getting right now. It could be something that takes you months or sometimes even years. But right now, you know, we're focusing the energy. Perhaps those are your thoughts and stuff. I see a lot of feminine energy. That doesn't mean that that this is not a message for actual males. It just means, you know, we have a right side is masculine, left side is feminine. And when we come to our full evolution, these two sides can be more in balance, so that energy and creativity flow very balanced. It also can mean that attracting another mate or partner doesn't mean that they're necessarily female or male opposite from you. It just means that it's a better balance between those in direct relationship. But what I see is it could be a very emotional time right now. Not necessarily negative. When we say emotional, that doesn't mean that you're sitting in the corner crying. It just means that you're more expressing. I see water here. That always shows me a sign of emotion. Perhaps it's a good time to sit and think about things, feel them, really experience them. You know, we talk about looking at your future projects and goals or thoughts of these. but it also is good to stay in the present. And right now I see that on the emotional side. I see that a good balance would be in nature. Right now we have been more stuck inside, and I see these just beautiful green hills. If you are not able to get out in nature, perhaps wearing green or bringing green into your environment. This almost looks like an apple. This to me though is saying very feminine energy. So it's a good time to nurture yourself and nurture these thoughts of things in the future that you're trying to build right now. They are future plans or thoughts that are very sacred to you. I think that you might be doing 3 levels or 3 departments per se, like work, relationship, and I'm not getting a third idea, but maybe this is the current view, and you're changing your view twice-fold in the future or in 2 different subjects. But it is a time to look towards peaceful things, slow walks, being in nature, and really nurturing yourself in these emotions that are coming out. Right now, the emotions may actually, they could be from your past or whatever, events that were strong and have sat with you for a while, that may not be facilitating you to move towards future higher thoughts of you in your life, in your path and stuff. So it is a time to reflect on these past events that the emotions are really flowing out right now. Again, I say they're not necessarily negative. Some of them can be positive as well. We tend to really try to, it's just kind of human nature, and I think they probably say it in psychology too, is that we gravitate towards pleasure and move away from things that don't feel good. And then what happens sometimes though is the things that don't feel good that we don't look at can kind of overtake or fill up your life too much, where you aren't able to make forward evolutionary movements towards what you really want, things that really will make you happy. These are all things that are absolutely obtainable in this lifetime, but perhaps the emotions get in the way, and now is the time to sit and look at those emotions. There's plenty of ways to do it. Everybody has their way. You'll have to see what resonates or what you're drawn with most. Some do it through yoga, walks in nature, but the main thing is intention, is to sit in meditation or do the yoga class or walk in nature, whatever it is, to sit and have a really firm thought process, your intention as to what you are going to try to work on. Okay, so I'm out in nature. Today I'm going to work on my 7-year-old abandonment issues, or today I'm going to work on nurturing myself because I wasn't nurtured as well. Whatever it is, and may I just suggest that in my learning, I spent over a decade and a half working with a spiritual advisor, and she was very connected to some of the Native American ways. And as we're working through issues, she recommend working through the lunar cycle or 28 days. So if you have an intention, pick something like I am lovable or I am healing this, whatever it is, and try to see if you can work through it for 28 days in a row. And in fact, she used to have us, if we skipped a day, we would have to start all over again with day 1, which could be very frustrating at times. But it's amazing how just a commitment of 28 days to yourself can sometimes be a struggle. but the gains of actually fulfilling that and doing that can be tremendous. I see a ton of healing energy. So we see the green, which is a color of the heart energy, the heart chakra. And then we have blue, which is a very healing energy, or that's how I interpreted it. So I think that there's a lot of support and structure in your healing, and a lot of balance, and a lot of light, so maybe this does mean to get out into the sunshine and stuff, and bring some light into the matter. And this I read as your path. And right now you see how it's completely disappeared. I mean, it's there, but we can't see it because the emotions sit so heavily over it. One of the most powerful healing things that I have learned is to breathe, simply to breathe. A very healing and clearing breath method is to breathe in your nose and out your mouth. In your nose and out your mouth. Nice and slow, whatever feels good. It's not a race up a hill or anything. But I additionally find the use of 10 breaths in a row over a period of a day for several days can be very healing, especially when you attach it to an intention. And that's all I get for Capricorn for September 2020. Feel free to leave questions in the comment section, and I'll do my best to try to connect. But I wanted to keep this nice and short, this first round, so that people don't become overwhelmed. So I want to thank you for stopping by and seeing my inaugural readings. First time that I've done the astrological signs. I hope to do them in the future. I will have, eventually, once I learn how to do it, a button, a link for you to buy some stuff. I think it's from Stripe. So each one of these pictures is for sale. I only have one. I hope to sell some so that I can continue purchasing supplies. I get really nice, beautiful paper and the colored art pencils. So it is an expense, and I would love to have the ability to continue to grow and become better at these readings, and to continue to share and put some positive insight out onto the internet for you guys to grow and enjoy and hopefully evolve. Thank you.